YouTube vinyl community, Beach Boys fans, random people on the internet. My name is Giggens, and we're here today to take a look at my top 10 favorite Beach Boys album covers. Never thought I'd make a video like this, but it's the weekend, so thought I'd make something fun. These records are in no numerical order. I don't have an absolute favorite at all. I like all of them. They're pretty cool. But these were the top 10 that kind of struck me as like, when I look at the record cover, this is kind of what captures my imagination, or really what grabs my attention to think, oh, what's inside? So, Endless Summer. This album takes me back to being a kid. I mean, this was my introduction to the Beach Boys. Was this record, the cassette tape specifically? But it's so eye-catching. I mean, you got the hairy-looking Beach Boys under a wave, underneath this brush of wild flowers and leaves, and on the back, the whole thing flips around, but on the back you got Carl reading a comic book, Denny on a surfboard. I mean, it's such a cool looking album cover, such a striking image. I mean, when you saw this on the shelf back in the day, still it's been reissued. When you see it on the shelf, it makes you look at it. The colors are so vibrant, they pop so well. And the text that they chose, I mean, everything about this, the detail and the waves and the leaves and the hair, I mean, everything about it is very visually appealing. So, Endless Summer, one of my favorite album covers. And then who can go wrong with Pet Sounds? I mean, this font alone is worth the price of admission. Plus this really bizarre picture of the guys feeding goats. I mean, what a weird album cover. What a strange idea for a jacket. But I love how it was one of the last times you'd see all the song titles up top with the Beach Boys name. A lot of the early albums did that. This is one of the last ones, if not the last one, that I can think of anyway, that did this. So I love the Capitol logo over here, the guys hanging out, feeding some goats. That text is just so far out. And the back cover with all the black and white pictures and the wood font for the song titles. Love that. This one might be a little bit of a surprise for a favorite album cover, but friends, I love this album cover. This totally reflects what the record feels like. It feels like a light, airy, sunny day. With Paul McCartney in the clouds. Look at that. He looks like Paul McCartney. Come on. The guys are all happy and smiling. Bruce is finally on the cover. A real Beach Boy. I love it. It just looks peaceful, serene, wholesome. I love the text for the word friends. And the back has my old notes from when I did the album review. But a nice sea picture on the back with sunset. So, love that. The Friends album cover. Another one, Beach Boys Love You. This is so cool. Dean Torrance did this. It's like a cross-stitch looking design, but what an awesome looking idea. Again, visually, if you saw this on the shelf, this would grab your eye. Like, wow, what's this big colorful thing? Nice shot of the guys in the back hanging out. This record means a lot to me, as it does to a lot of people. It's a fantastic album, one of the best things they ever did. And yes, a review will happen. But Beach Boys Love You. This thing, Beach Boys concert, I've talked about this before too. I had this on cassette when I was a kid. I still do have it on cassette. But seeing this picture just looks like so much fun. Like, you see Beach Boys concert and you get to see the picture of what they look like on stage. And they're happy and smiling. It's totally early 60s Beach Boys with their, the blue striped shirts. The whole thing screams early 60s live show. This is the energy of the Beach Boys around that time. It just looks so fun. And the pictures on the back of them all on stage, I mean, the excitement is like palpable through that picture. This one might be a surprise too, the Holland album cover, which is realistically like that, because the boat is in the water that way. So it takes probably what would have been a sunny day, because it looks like the sun is shining on that boat, and you flip it upside down, it looks like this disgusting, cloudy, rainy, sludgy mess of a day. But I kind of like that. The piece of wood floating in the water for the album title. But again, the image of water being flipped upside down, their worlds were flipped upside down. They were in a different country when they made this record. So kind of like the symbolism on that one. If that's what it means, I just kind of thought that's what it meant to me. All summer long, how can you go wrong with this? Look how fun this cover is. Look how much fun they're having. Granted, they probably took these pictures in like February. It's while they're all wearing sweaters and jackets, but boy, they're in the sand. I mean, they're just having a good time. You know, it must have been a fun photo shoot. Love that. Bright, happy colors. Great picture. Sunflower. Again, I know I've talked about this album a lot lately, but Sunflower. Bright, happy shot of the guys hanging out with their kids. Stark white background. Lots of greenery. Very stunning picture. Love that one. And the last two are probably the most obvious, but Smiley Smile. What a groovy looking cover, man. I mean, it's so far out with the animals inside the trees in the forest here. This totally trippy logo emitting from the house with the Smile logo on it. So they retained one bit of the Smile cover. Love this. I love that it says Brother Records at the bottom. So much green. But this seems to work because the album is so far out that, you know, a pretty far out cover seems to match. And the last, but certainly not least, Wild Honey. Again, speaking to a very similar vibe with Smiley Smile. This is actually a picture of a window that was in Brian and Marilyn's house. A stained glass window. And they took a picture of this thing. So, but I love this logo. If I ever got like a bumper sticker for my car for the Beach Boys, I would love to have that logo. I love the way they wrote down the bee up top, you know, which is perfect for, you know, the honeybee line in the title track. Then you get a picture of Bruce in the back with the rest of the guys. So finally, he's there. But I mean, beyond being an amazing album, I mean, it's just the cover alone makes you want to listen to it. Like, this is a cover that says, hey, put this album on. So that's it. Again, those are in no random order, or no order at all, I should say. They're all kind of random. But my favorite top 10 Beach Boys album covers as of 2020, as I'm making this video now. Of course, they can change over the years. But as of right now, these are my favorites. So let me know what your favorites are of just album covers. It doesn't even have to be the music. You can hate the music, but still like the album cover. But yeah, let me know. Very curious to hear your thoughts. My name is Giggens. This has been the Beach Boys' top 10 favorite album covers of all time. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.